Theism to atheism, a trip along the spectrum. Let's embark on a journey through various perspectives, including deism, agnosticism, physicalism, and ancestor-focused beliefs, each offering a distinct understanding of the nature of reality and human existence. Let's start by first defining these systems of belief or lack thereof at both ends of the spectrum. Theism is a belief system that posits the existence of at least one god or deity who is actively involved in the universe and human affairs. Belief in a personal god or gods, theism asserts the existence of a supreme being or beings who are conscious, intelligent, and capable of interacting with the world. Moral and spiritual guidance, theistic beliefs typically emphasize God's role in providing moral and spiritual guidance to humanity. Worship and devotion, theism often involves worship, prayer, and devotion to the deity or deities. Theism is distinct from deism, which posits a distant, uninvolved creator god, and from atheism, which rejects the existence of God or gods altogether. Atheism is a belief system that rejects the existence of God or gods. Atheists argue that there is no empirical evidence to support the existence of a divine being or beings, and that natural phenomena can be explained by science and reason without recourse to supernatural explanations. Atheists do not believe in the existence of a supreme being or beings. Atheists rely on scientific inquiry, critical thinking, and evidence-based reasoning to understand the world. Atheists advocate for the separation of religion from public life, education, and governance. Now that we have both ends of the spectrum clearly defined, let's explore the space found in between. A deist is someone who believes in God based on reason rather than revelation or the teachings of any specific religion. Deists believe that a single creator God exists, but they take their evidence from reason and logic, not from faith or revelation. Deists also believe that after the motions of the universe were set in place, God retreated and had no further interaction with the created universe or the beings within it. Deism is a philosophical position that asserts the existence of God based on reason and observation of the natural world, rather than on religious doctrine or revelation. Deists typically believe in a single creator God who is responsible for the existence and order of the universe, but who does not intervene in human affairs or reveal himself through sacred texts or prophets. Agnosticism is a philosophical position that holds that the existence or non-existence of God, or any higher power, is unknown or cannot be known. Agnostics believe that the human mind is incapable of comprehending the nature of God or the universe, and therefore, they withhold judgment on the matter. Agnosticism is a more neutral position, as it does not make a claim about the existence or non-existence of God. Agnosticism is often associated with skepticism, scientific inquiry, and critical thinking. Overall, agnosticism is a philosophical position that emphasizes the limits of human knowledge and understanding, and encourages a humble and open-minded approach to questions about God and the universe. Ancestor-focused beliefs are a type of religious or spiritual belief that emphasizes the importance of ancestors as intermediaries or spiritual entities. In these belief systems, ancestors are often revered as a connection to the divine, and are believed to play an active role in the lives of their descendants. Ancestor veneration. Ancestors are honored and revered through rituals, offerings, and other practices. Ancestors are believed to act as intermediaries between the living and the divine, and are often invoked for guidance, protection, and blessings. Ancestors are believed to exist as spiritual entities, and are often associated with specific powers, wisdom, and knowledge. Lastly, we will take a look at the most obscure of all of these. Physicalism/naturalistic pantheism. Physicalism, also known as naturalistic pantheism, is a philosophical position that identifies God or the divine with the natural world, physical universe, or the laws of nature. This perspective asserts that the natural world is the only reality, and that everything, including consciousness, mind, and spirit, can be explained by physical processes and laws. Key aspects of physicalism/naturalistic pantheism include identification of God with the natural world. God is seen as the sum total of physical existence, rather than a separate, supernatural entity. Rejection of supernaturalism. No distinction is made between natural and supernatural. All phenomena are considered part of the natural world. Emphasis on physical laws and processes. The natural world is governed by discoverable laws and processes, which are the only explanations needed for understanding the universe. No distinction between mind and matter. Consciousness, mind, and spirit are seen as emerging from physical processes in the brain and nervous system. Pantheistic perspective. The natural world is considered a unified, interconnected whole, with no separation between God and the world. This perspective offers a distinctive approach to understanding God, the universe, and human existence, emphasizing the beauty, complexity, and wonder of the natural world. The terms deism, Theism, and Atheism are not typically considered religions in the classical sense, but rather philosophical or belief systems. Deism and Theism are considered theological or philosophical positions within the broader category of religion, but they are not specific religions themselves. Atheism is not considered a religion at all, as it is the lack of belief in any deities or supernatural entities. Religions typically have a set of beliefs, practices, and cultural traditions that are often tied to a specific community or institution. Examples of religions include Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and many others. In contrast, deism, theism, and atheism are more general categories that can encompass a wide range of beliefs and perspectives, and are not necessarily tied to specific religious traditions or practices. Atheism, by its very nature, does not have a specific religion associated with it, as it rejects the idea of deities or supernatural entities. However, some atheists may identify with secular humanism, rationalism, or other philosophical or ethical systems that prioritize human reason and agency over religious belief. Keep in mind that these examples are just a few among many, and there can be variations and nuances within each category. Agnosticism is a philosophical position that falls between atheism and theism, and it can be a bit tricky to categorize. Agnosticism is a separate category that says, we don't know, and we can't know, whether God or deities exist or not. Agnostics often argue that the existence or non-existence of God is unknown or unknowable, and that it's impossible to make a definitive statement one way or the other. So, agnosticism is a distinct position that doesn't fit neatly into the categories of atheism, theism, or deism. The agnostic position can appear hypocritical, as it seems to simultaneously embrace uncertainty, I don't know, and certainty, we can't know. The I don't know aspect acknowledges the limitations of personal knowledge and understanding, which is a humble and uncertain stance. On the other hand, the we can't know aspect makes a broader claim about the nature of knowledge and reality, implying that it's impossible for anyone to know whether God exists or not. Now to look at a person who believes God is light, and light is electromagnetism could be categorized as a physicalist or a naturalistic pantheist. Physicalism, they identify God with a physical phenomenon, light, and equate it with a scientific concept, electromagnetism. This suggests a belief that the divine is an inherent part of the natural world and can be understood through physical laws and principles. Naturalistic pantheism, they conflate God with a natural phenomenon, light, implying a belief that the divine is an integral part of the universe, and the universe itself is divine. This perspective often rejects supernatural or transcendent concepts of God. This belief system blends scientific and spiritual ideas, attempting to reconcile religious or philosophical beliefs with scientific understanding. It's a form of pantheism, which sees God or the divine as an inherent part of the natural world, rather than a separate, transcendent entity. This person's beliefs might be a unique synthesis of scientific and spiritual perspectives. God is light, and light as electromagnetism could also be categorized as a form of deism. We've explored the spectrum of beliefs from theism to atheism, with various stops along the way. This spectrum represents a range of perspectives on the nature of God, the divine, and the universe. Each stop along the way offers a unique perspective on the human experience and our place in the world. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.